boys and girls, students and families. Welcome, welcome. I'm Mrs. Szymanski, the First Lady of UNF, and come and join me for Magic Storytelling Time. We're so glad that you're here. Come on, get real comfortable. This is going to be a fun story. I love this story. I was kind of looking at it and going, I can't wait to read that to the kids. I think they're going to like this one because it's so entertaining. That's right. So let me put my little pom-poms down here. And I have a big poster to get us ready for the story. And it says, find the adventure in every day. So we're going to go on a fun story time adventure. So come along with me. Now, if you happen to have, my topic today is, it's about alligators. But there's some messages in the story about alligators and other messages. So if you have like a stuffed alligator or a plastic alligator, you can just go run to your room and get it, or kind of say to somebody, can you get my alligator from my room? Can somebody bring me my alligator? I'm listening to Mrs. Szymanski and I don't want to leave my spot. And nobody's listening. Maybe you run and get your own alligator. Not a real one. Oh boy, Mrs. Szymanski's scared of alligators and crocodiles. But this one's more of a crocodile than an alligator. But to me, alligators, crocodiles, you know, they all go chomp, 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 okay? Kind of scared. So I want to tell you a little bit about my book today. If you're wondering, well, Miss Szymanski, you sure do have some colorful clothes on today. A lot of green, a lot of pink. You sure do. Yeah, you know why I did that? Because my book was so colorful, boys and girls, and I wanted to match it. Ta-da! Ta-da! Look at all those pinks. Look at all those greens. Ta-da! Ta-da! It really put me in the mood to read this exciting story because this story makes you so happy. You go on a little adventure. You learn. So the title of my story today, make sure I'm still matching. See, he has a lot of pink. He has a lot of green. And look at the setting. He's outside his house. That's Croc's house. That's where the story takes place. The title is The Croc and the Sock. Oh yeah, you know what I did? I have a sock. It goes with my book, The Croc and the Sock. I went to my husband's closet, Dr. David Szymanski, he's the president of UNF, and I found his sock. I found his sock and he matched this sock. I took it out of the closet and I showed it to him. And I said, look at your sock. It's going to go with my book. Can I use it? He said, absolutely. Just use it. Just make sure you put it back when you're finished. Okay, I said, I will. So that's where I got the sock. This is the president's sock, boys and girls. But I want you to remember something. This is clean. It smells good, okay? I wouldn't have gotten it if it didn't. There we go. The Croc and the Sock. Look at the two words, croc and sock. They rhyme. Rhyming words, like we talked about before, rhyming words have the same ending, but they start with a different letter. See, croc begins with C, sock begins with S, but their endings are the same. O-C, O-C-K, but we know C-K makes one sound. Croc and sock rhyme. The main character, I think you already know. Hi, boys and girls. Hi, boys and girls. We're so happy that you're here. I've got an interesting story for you. I hope you enjoy it. The author and illustrator is Claire Evans. The author is the person that writes the book. The illustrator draws the pictures. Here we go. The Croc and the Sock. Croc woke up one day to find a sock. It's right over here in the book. He woke up one day to find a sock laid out on the floor, just laying there by itself on the floor. He said, "Who owns this sock?" Wow. He said, and then he growled, "Who owns this sock that I found outside my door?" Whoa, right outside his door. There's a sign there that says, "Beware, keep out. There's Crocs in this area." It was spongy, wet, and muddy, this sock. Spongy, wet, and muddy. It was surrounded, boys and girls, by huge fleas and flies. Ooh, not a pretty sight. The nasty whiff, he would kind of take a whiff. God made that Croc cough. Oh, he coughed. And he coughed. Oh, he said, and it even, see those eyes? It stung his, oh, I'm miserable. It stung his eyes. He was so angry, boys and girls. Croc picked up the sock. Right here. He picked up the sock and steamed off his way. I'll find that owner of the sock and make that culprit pay. I'm gonna find who owns this sock and they're gonna have to pay. Ooh, he's serious. He's serious, boy. He can't stand the smell. He's gotta find that culprit that has this sock. Now look at him. "Is this your sock?" yelled angry Croc. Oh, even angrier. "Is this your sock?" yelled the Croc. Ooh, he was really angry. As he met a small gray mouse. Right here in the corner of the book is a small gray mouse. It was you that left this rotten sock. I know that was you. You left that rotten sock right here. Whoa. Now, because it stinks and it makes the outside of my house stink. That was you, Mouse. Little Mouse was really scared as the ghastly smell came near. "Please, Mr. Croc," he said. "Please, Mr. Croc. Please, Mr. Croc, that's not my sock. You've got the wrong idea," he said. "That's not my sock." Oh, all of a sudden, you could hear the Croc. Boy, that smell from that sock, boys and girls. Phew, he got to cough again. Oh my. Quick, hold your nose. That's a bad smell. Oh, he got held his nose. That's a terrible smell. I'm going to keep holding my nose. Oh, no. She held her breath, grabbed the fan. This is the mouse right here. She grabbed the fan. She couldn't even take the smell. She grabbed the fan, turned it on. She got a little purple bottle of perfume. She sprayed it all around her, turned on the fan again. She thought everything was getting better and blew the scent back to the Croc. All the perfume, the fan blew all that perfume back to the Croc now. And at the end, which made him, he didn't like that smell. This Croc, boys and girls, didn't like that smell. He started to cough again. Well, this is a different kind of smell. This is not a stinky, this is kind of stinky perfume or something. Oh. So he started to go away. That's what the Croc did. So Croc, boys and girls, charged on until he found flamingo. I've got a lot of pink on. Flamingo, the pink flamingo. Flamingo was having fun. Oh, I'm having so much fun being out here. Then all of a sudden, Flamingo heard, "Hey, you, is this your sock?" Flamingo couldn't believe that somebody was asking her that. She was all breathless. Poor Flamingo was offended. The smell made her feel so sick. She's right up there. That smell from that sock made her feel so sick. Oh, she splashed some water at the sock. Right here. See the sock? She splashed and splashed. You can see the blue water. She kept splashing and splashing water on the sock because the socks didn't smell good. But now the water made the sock move and balanced it right on a stick. So now that's where our sock is, on the stick. The water missed. Remember when she's splashing all that water? It missed and it hit the Croc right in the face. Oh, the smell's still going strong. I've never owned a sock like that with such an awful pung. He's wet, his nose is smelly. He's not a happy Croc. Oh no. Now, let's see what happened next. "Is this your Croc? Is this your sock?" roared the grumpy Croc. "Is this your sock?" To Nellie, this is Nellie, she's an elephant. Look how big she is. She was by the tree, and he's still asking her, "Is this your sock?" Oh boy, is this your sock? "Phew, it really stinks," she squealed. Ew, it was right by her nose. "This sock stinks. Oh no, keep that away from me. Please, please," said Nellie. "Please keep that away from me. Don't you bring it near to me. This is not my sock. Why is he making me feel like it's my sock? This Croc?" Then the smell made Nellie dizzy. Whoa. Nellie was losing her balance. Oh gosh, her eyes were rolling around. Oh my. Nellie the elephant, look at her. She's so dizzy she cannot walk. Eyes are rolling. She's rocking back and forth. Oh, Nellie. She then fell down in a clumsy way. Look how when she almost fell down close to this Croc, but very clumsy. That's what happened to her because of this stinky sock. Oh, then you heard the big Croc. He said, "Ah. He didn't like what was going on. He was not happy. And look at all the other animals watching him. Look at their expressions. They're so surprised what he's doing. Nellie, now remember Nellie the elephant? Nellie fell, boys and girls, right here onto a log. She fell into a log. Remember, she's dizzy. That smell of that sock is just not making her feel good. And she fell on a log where Mr. Croc was standing. Croc shot high into the air. Whoa, whoa, I'm sure where he's going to be landing. Oh, whoa, ah, help me, please, screamed the Croc. Help me, please. Help me, please, screamed the Croc as he shot towards the ground and doing all that he could do to help. His friends all gathered around. He needed some help, and his friends gathered around. Poor Croc. Poor Croc. Poor Croc crashed down into a pile of dirty smelling clothes. Of dirty smelling clothes. To his despair, the matching sock came landing on his nose. Right up here is the matching sock to the other sock. So now I want you to do some predicting here. Think about who the sock may belong to. What problems are we having here with this Croc? Look what's under the Croc. Maybe that gives you a clue what is going on in the story. Maybe you can read the words that are on that basket. Maybe you can see the two socks matching. You can make your own predictions about this Croc. Here we go. Oops. Now the question had been answered. This Croc kept asking the question over and over. Who does this sock, stinky, dirty sock, belong to? It doesn't belong to me. It belongs maybe to the bird, maybe to the mouse, maybe to the elephant. It does not belong to me. It does not belong to me. Now, embarrassed, Croc had been a little foolish. A little foolish. It was, if you predicted this, you were right. It was his matching sock. One is on his nose and one was in his basket. Now, so Croc put on a party. Party, let's party, let's party, let's party, party, party. And I'm sorry, look how he apologized. He did. He was so sorry. I'm so sorry. So if you do something that's not nice, it's very nice to apologize. And he knew he did something wrong, and he apologized. That was a good thing that he did. He wanted to keep his friends. He did not want to lose his friends, boys and girls. So when you do something wrong and you apologize, you'll feel better, your friends will feel better, and you'll keep your friends. Now, and he made a promise. He made a promise to all his friends. The promise, let's see what he did. He said, my clothes will be clean. Look at that promise. So everybody doesn't have to smell his stinky clothes like his socks. He promised to do his laundry. So we don't want to ever have dirty, smelly socks. We want to have clean clothes too. So we have to be responsible to do our laundry too, or help our families do our laundry so we can have fresh, smelly clothes. So boys and girls, till next time, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.